Welcome to the third series of matches in my section of the losers bracket. Kicking things off on my end are the contestants Angelus and Odal. Both teams have seen their shares of victories. Introducing Angelus' team with a ninja, a geomancer, a dark behemoth, and a time mage, and Odal's team consisting of a squadron of 4 knights. I've introduced these teams before, but I'll just refresh your memory. Odal's team is a little slow on its feet with its offense and defense, having a team filled of knights with 8 base speed, but he makes up for it with hard-hitting physical attacks and physical and magic evasion. The one unit on Angelus' team that has the most promise of punching through this knight's defenses is the ninja. However, the ninja does not have concentrate, so he will have a bit of difficulty. That being said, he also has 14 speed, and if he catches a haste, with 21 effective speed, he will be nearly triple turning the knights, so he will have many opportunities to punch through their physical evasion. Now, all units on the teams, with the exception of this ninja, have neutral or good compatibility with each other, and I believe this will be in Odal's favor, as the units on Angelus' team are basically support units, the Geomancer with support elemental and item, and Time Mage being purely support. And on the other hand, Angelus has 3 knights that can deal physical damage with swords. That being said, the match is still difficult to call, as Angelus does have the clear speed advantage. So, instead of trying to call the match from the formation menu, I'll just jump right into the matches, and let the matches reveal who the victor will be. The first match takes us to map 72, Fulvaham Plains. So one thing that I'll be looking out for here is the ninja doing circles around these knights, and the knights and the ninja's damage bouncing off the knights' high HP. Angelus starting, giving himself a speed advantage with 3 units. Both units have at least 12 speed on Angelus' team. But Odal quickly takes down Angelus' Geomancer. The knight forcing to spend his first turn, or his second turn rather, on Sandbag rather than Offense. Taking a holy in the process, not that much damage though. And the Geomancer basically killing himself by attacking a knight with damage split. Ninja trying to avenge his Geomancer, but fails. The knight then proceeds to show the ninja how Secret Fist is supposed to be performed by Secret Fisting the Dark Behemoth. Counter, so trading off damage there. Dark Behemoth trying to seal the knight's fate, but failing. The Geomancer retreats, and now is on support, giving his Time Mage life so she can maintain the speed advantage. However, the knight denies that with an Earth Slash. So Angelus is on the defense, having 1 wounded Geomancer and a Time Mage that's close to death herself. Meanwhile, Odal's knights aren't pressured at all. They're quite comfortable. Knight giving another knight a restoring bit of HP with X Potion and Chakra. And the ninja catches race too. And uses his first turn to resurrect his Geomancer, but Angelus is hitting the floor as quickly as he's pulling himself off of it. He can't open up his offensive game. Ninja going on offense. Very, very low success rate Secret Fist. Now, the ninja has worst compatibility with one of these knights. It's the knight with Punch Art, and I believe that might have been the one. So Secret Fist, he can't depend on Secret Fist to take the knight down unless he gets very lucky. The knight with not much to do chooses to break one of the ninja's equipment, succeeds in doing so, which will lower his maximum HP. So he's in danger of being one-shotted. But it's not going to be that holy, as it doesn't do that much damage. So I'm going to give the first match to Odal. He's been in control of this match since the beginning. And he's about to wrap things up. Ninja going for more Secret Fist. That's not going to work. And the first match goes to Odal. The second battle takes us to the arena. Very flat map. Neither team will be able to rely on trickery to get the job done in this map. Teams split up a bit. So haste can only hit 2 units in this case. Angelus opens with an elemental. Now, every tile will have carved model elemental, so there will be many chances for Angelus to inflict Petrify. Although I do believe 2 units on Odal's team might be immune to Petrify. He does have, I believe, a Crystal Nail, and I think that 108 gems also negates Petrify. So the Geomancer is going to have to pick and choose with discretion. The Ninja opening up with his offense. The Dark Behemoth avenging his fallen Time Mage. And counter, very foolish on the Knight's part there, attacking a Ninja with a counter with a bag and missing at that. That Knight must be feeling pretty ashamed of herself if she wasn't dead. Geomancer forcing not to use Elemental, but to resurrect her Time Mage. And the Giga Flare, taking down another Knight. Female Knight's back into it. Perhaps she's learned her lesson. No more bag whacks to the Ninja. And a Speed Ruin. Counter Flood, still no Petrify. Ninja, trying to sentence the Knight to death, but instead giving her life, a second life, with re-raise. Giga Flare is not going to cut it, as the female Knight has now lived through both the Dark Behemoth and the Ninja, and gets more passive regen. So she's above 50% of her maximum HP. Ninja retreats, throws a Hadouken to his Time Mage. Time Mage has her HP restored, and gives life back to the Geomancer. So the Time Mage and the Geomancer are watching each other's backs. The Knight cuts the Time Mage down once again. Ninja moving forward. We see he's a Hadouken spammer. Very scrubby Ryu player. The Geomancer takes down the Knight. And the Ninja laying off the Hadoukens and resurrects the Time Mage. Time Mage, though, unfortunately getting her magic, her MP, ruined. That will do something for Angelus' speed advantage in the coming turns. Now the Knight cuts the Ninja down. So once again, Angelus is going down as quickly as he's reviving himself. Now 2 units down. And there's only this Geomancer left to resurrect the fallen comrades. Dark Behemoth hasn't really been challenged much this map. Perhaps that's because he's not much of a threat. Giga Flare only does chip damage against these Knights, and it can also be blocked, as we see there. It's a chance for carved model. There it is, Petrify. Taking out 1 unit and petrifying the other. Now, Odal does have robust status restoring capabilities, as he demonstrated last match, so petrification is promptly restored. Knights grouping up so that they'll be hit by Giga Flare, one and all. Perhaps Odal's not worried about that, though, as he can block it very well. More Speed Ruin. So the Ninja having voxelized and the Geomancer, apparently having run out of Phoenix Downs, is trying to deny Sandbag rather than resurrect, and he loses both his Ninja and now his Time Mage for it. So Angelus at a significant disadvantage, having 4 on 2, and against 4 knights at that. I don't believe Angelus has what it takes to bring the knights down with only a Dark Behemoth and a Geomancer. Compared to these knights' damage output, Angelus's damage output just doesn't compare. And now, with only this Dark Behemoth, the match is all but over. The knights regrouping before they move in and seal the deal. Going for a holy, going to get mid-charged. Very silly on the knight's part, but no matter, the match is over. So congratulations, Odal. You'll be moving on to the 4th series of matches. I'm sorry, Angelus, but your time with us ends here. Thank you for playing.